Okay, so hello guys. I wanna first and foremost, I'm happy to be with you guys. My name is Coach Bello, and I'll be taking you guys for Dataguard. So let's just go right away. Okay, so as you all know, Dataguard we need two separate server to configure a Dataguard. Okay, so we know it. I'm gonna use this one for my primary database, and I'll use this one for my target database. In other words, this one is going to be my primary and this one is going to be my standby. So the one with the gray color is going to be my standby database. So straight away, before we configure Dataguard, we have to have something in mind. We have to make sure that the both server, they should be able to ping themselves. They should be able to communicate between themselves. Okay, so to do that, we're going to ping. Okay, let me take it lowercase. I'm gonna ping the other IP. I'm gonna ping the IP address of the standby database, which is that. Okay. Okay, so it seems this one is out of reach. So let me ping this other one. So I'm gonna ping. Okay. Okay. So my standby database is evidently out of reach. I'll make sure I restart it. I'll restart it. I'll close this terminal. Close this terminal. I will connect. Okay. Okay, let me arrange. I'll fix the brightness. It's not a must. You can do it if you want. Okay. Excuse me. I've been having this. I've got so many texts. People have been texting me like, "Hey, I really need help on Dataguard. I need help on Dataguard." So I decided to do this, and I hope you guys will be blessed. Okay, I will use this color. I'll use this color. This color. Okay. So I'll take it. Oh, it's like my standby database is down. My standby server is down. Guys, one moment. Let me cut it on, please. I do apologize for that. Let me check the server. Okay. Let me check the server. Okay, that's it. It's now on. Okay. Okay, so let me pink it. Let me pink. Okay, so as you guys can see, my primary database can ping my standby database. So that's the first prerequisite we're going to check. And from the primary database, from the target database, excuse me, I'm going to ping my primary database. I'll ping my primary database 333. Okay, so as you can see, with my primary database, I can ping my target database. And with my target database, in other words, standby database, I can ping my primary database. Okay, so straight away, I'm going to configure Dataguard and I'm going to do active-based duplication because, of course, in a real-time environment, it will really be impossible for an environment to allow you to, to do cloning or to do the other whatever sort, like backup based duplication, it will really be very detrimental to your data. Correct. And of course, this other one is not too safe, but it's worth the risks. So as far as I know, I think this method is one of the safest method to transfer to configure Dataguard in a real environment. Okay, so let's just go straight away. I would like to select my database. I want to configure my Dataguard on. So I will cut over tab. Excuse me, etc. Over tab. Okay, so I will use Prodi as my standby, as my primary database. Excuse me. I kept using source and target, guys. Excuse me for that. So I was working on Golden Gate. That's why I was kept using those terms interchangeably. So I apologize for that. Okay. So with that being said, I will now configure my Dataguard with this Prodi database. So I will use Prodi to be my standby database. Okay, so let me see if I can demonstrate something. Okay, so this is my primary database. This will be my primary, and this will be my standby database. Standby. So of course, I'm gonna configure Dataguard from here so that we have the LNS process here. Whatever transaction we perform on the primary database is going to be replicated on the source database, so on the standby database. So we're going to get into the nitty-gritty of that. So in the meantime, I want us to dive immediately to the practical. I'm excited. Okay, so I'll list my environment, our EMV. Okay, now it's Prodi. Okay, plus as is DB. Okay, so it was down. Let me start it up. Okay, so for now I'm gonna close this server because I won't be using it that much. Okay. Yes, me guys. Okay, I'm back. Damn, the network is so slow. It's taking a while, but I think it's because of the network. Okay. Oh my God. It's gonna take forever. Oh, this sucks. Oh, what's happening? Okay. I don't really know what's happening with that server. I probably will use another server. Seriously, I don't know what's happening with it. I'm going to exit and I'll connect again. Something is really wrong with it. So let me select open mode from VDollar database. Okay, so the database is now open. Okay, so I really do apologize, guys, for the network. It's really not the best. Okay, so straight away I want us to configure Dataguard, and I have my way of doing it. I just want you guys to follow it. It's not really difficult, although it might be very complicated, but it's not really difficult if you would follow me till the end. Absolutely, I promise you guys you shall never regret. So straight away, before doing it, there are certain parameters we have to enable. You know, we need to enable some certain parameters. So straight away, I would like us to enable the first login parameter. So the first login, let's see, select name. So my script shows like just verification to check the open mode and the name of the database. It's not really that important though. And I want us to enable first login. So we've enabled the first login has already been enabled. If you also haven't been enabled, make sure you do enable first login, because with the help of this first login, it will enable every transaction that will occur on the database. It will be archived. Excuse me. It will be reviewed, right? That's the reason we enabling the first login. So I want us to verify to make sure it is okay. 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 So it's on first login mode. And second, I want us to check the archive lock mode. Archive lock mode. So okay, it's already on archive lock mode. Let's check our fast recovery area. So show parameter recovery. Okay, so this is where our fast recovery area is, and that's the size. You can increase it, but I will keep mine like that. Okay. So enable flashback is very, very mandatory for us to enable flashback. As time goes on, we're gonna see why. It's very important for us to enable flashback. And so I have to update this. This is the second, this is the third, and this is the fourth. Okay. So like I earlier said, please make sure it's on archive log mode, and if it's not on archive log mode, just follow this step. You'll be able to put it on archive log mode. Okay. So the next thing is I want us to create standby radio logs. We're gonna create a standby radio logs, and what we're doing our active duplication. Of course, Arman is gonna send everything, every data file, control file, and even the standby radio logs to the standby server. So okay, I want us to set a line, and I will select this. Let's see. Let's see the current radio log groups that are available. Okay. So here we just have the regular 3 log groups. Okay, so I want us to set our standby video logs. Okay, I want to select from video log file. Okay, video log. I'll use data file anyway, it's the same thing. And then for video log file. Okay, so select name. Actually, I'm sorry. Name from video log file. Okay. So this is the part. This is the part where it is. Okay, so I'm gonna anywhere I see prod 2, I'm gonna edit it to prod. Okay. Okay. So with that being said, shall we go to go? Okay. As just to create my standby with the rocks. Nothing fancy. Okay. So I think we're done with that, and let's select this. Select all from video log file. Okay, so we've created a standby with the logs. In case of failover or switch over, they will be very, very mandatory. They will be very, very important. They will play a vital role. Okay. So next, I want us to configure our parameters. So this will be a parameter. So my script says show parameter p5, which is not important. So show create p5 from sp5. Every now and then it's very important to create a p5 from sp5, and it's also good to keep it in another location for backup. You might not know. Okay, so auto system set to be nope. I won't issue this. I'll take this out. I won't do that. Okay. So auto system set log file. Okay. So hello guys. So this is very important. I want you guys to take note. I will name my primary database Prodi. You can name it whatever. You can name it, you can rename it, you can give whatever name you chooses. Same as the standby database. You can choose whatever name it pleases you. So although my DB unique name is Prodi, I want to maintain my primary database for it to be Prodi. Again, like I said, you can use whatever name for the primary database. It doesn't matter. So I will use Prodi for my primary database, and I will use Prodi underscore sty for my standby database. Okay, so I will enable this parameter. Okay. So auto system set log file. Okay, so this one basically is for where I want to enable all my archive logs to go at. So I want to keep all my archive logs for my primary database to be in they use it for to be in the flash recovery area. That's our data slash FRE. Okay, so it has been enabled. So I want to set this. This will be the archive log for my video log for my standby database. So here I will have to put my standby database name, which will be STY, and here should be the service should be STY. Okay. So That's it. Okay. So, okay, auto system set archive log mode enable. So, okay, I want to enable the archive log destination for my primary and my standby. I want to enable it. Okay. The next thing is so this one again is not mandatory. You can do it, and you cannot do it. You might, if you don't want to do it, it's still fine. So I want to change the archive log format to be DBF. Okay. And this other one, archive log process, the max process. It's also good. This one is very important. So we are setting the max process to be 30. So of course, to optimize performance. Okay. So we are setting the password to be inexclusive. Okay. And okay, so this one is for this is the file client. Excuse me, the file client parameter. So in case of failover switchover, we are telling database that in case of failover or switchover, we want the primary database to be the client, and in case of failover, this one will be the primary database, will be the server. So that's why we're doing it like that. And we're gonna go, okay. So the next we're gonna set the standby manage. This one is for auto. We are setting this. We are setting auto in the system, setting this parameter so that whatever data file we create on the primary database, we're gonna replicate. Database is gonna replicate it on the standby database. That's how we are setting it to auto. Okay. Okay, so I want us to do this one because since we are doing our active base duplication, is very important. Okay, so we're gonna replicate. So this will be from our primary database to a standby database. From a primary database to a standby database. So for the meantime, I want to see where I want my. Okay, it's okay. I'll keep it in our data / body. All my data files. My standby database. Again, if you're not doing bad, if you're doing bad backup based duplication, this parameter you won't have to do it. But if it's the active base duplication which I'm doing, it's very, very, very important you do it. Okay. So okay, I'll create SP5 from P5. Excuse me, guys. I'll create P5 from SP5. Okay. So okay, so I'm almost done with the script. Okay, so now I've created my SP5 from P5. I want to check it to make sure everything is there. Every changes has been there. So I'll go to my Oracle home. I'll go to my Oracle home. Location. Okay. So this is it. Let me see if the changes have been implemented. Okay. VB file name convert. Okay, I can see it. can see some of it. Okay, I can see some of it, which is very, very important. Okay, so that's it. Okay, another thing is I want to send my password file to my standby location. So straight away I will send my password file. Where is the password file? Okay, this is my password file. So I'll use this SOP. I put the password file and I'll put my IP address, the address of the standby database. That's the IP address, and I'll put it like, where do I want to put it? Which location do I want to put it at? So I want to make sure I put it in the same location. Again, I want to put it in the same location. So I'll pwd. Okay, I'll paste. Okay, so I'll copy this, and on getting there, I'll rename it. You can do it from here. You can do it when it's in the other server. So I choose to do it here. So I'll do the password, which is password, the password of the other server. So that is it. I've sent it. Okay. So if we verify, pwd we verify. Okay. pwd we verify. We see this location. Of course, we're gonna see this is it. Remember, we name it, so that's it. Okay. Okay, so now we have a couple of runs to do. So now we configure the listener. So guys, before configuring the listener, this is very, very important. Very, very important. So you can use it will be very, very difficult to use your global listener to listen to another server. So if you use static listener, you can navigate to another server successfully. So okay, so you guys will watch and see how I will create a static listener for it to listen to the other database. So I will go to my network file. Excuse me. So I'll go to admin location. Okay. So I'll PI listener. So guys, unfortunately you guys will not be able to see how I created the static listener. So basically this is the default listener I created when I was creating my database, when I was creating the database here. So I later added this one. I later added it on purpose. Yes, I added it on purpose because I'll use it for the static listener. I will use it. That's why I added it. Okay, so this is my primary database. So I will simply copy this. I will have to add the standby database here. Of course, I'll add just the standby database. What's happening? Okay. Okay. So I will simply just just add the standby database because I have my primary database already. Okay. So I'll edit this one to be STY. STY. Okay, so basically this is my primary database and this is my standby database. So in case you didn't have it, you just have to copy from here, copy like exactly everything from here, then you go down, you put it and make sure you have double strings which are close. You see it, I want you guys to see it very well. I have the double strings which are close. So I will save it. Okay, I'll save it. I'll also make sure I have the entries of my primary and my standby database in my TNS file. Okay. Okay, so okay guys, I will have to add my standby database the TNS file, and I'll make sure I give the port number, the IP address of my where you see host. Make sure you put the IP address of my standby server. And okay, so what was the part of the listener? I'll have to verify it. I will verify them and I'll come and make sure it's the same port. STY. Excuse me. So STY. So guys, I've basically added my this is the information of my primary database. This is the port. This is the IP address. This is my machine name. That's the machine name. I named it Kera. Then this is the IP address. You can use the machine name or you can use the IP address. It's still okay. Okay, so one thing I have to make sure the port should be the same. So let me add a listener. Okay, so it's port 28. We have to make sure they both have the same port, as they're gonna give us trouble. Yep. So on my static listener, I have port 28. I will take out this one to make sure it's port 28. Okay. Okay. Port 28. Okay. Okay. So let me make sure I stop the local listener. Stop. Let me stop the local listener. It is stop. Okay, the name of my listener is listener underscore C. Let me cut it again and make sure. So cut. Okay. So cut. So the name of my listener is listener_c. Okay, so okay, so let me start it. Okay, so if we check the status, you can see our primary database and our standby database. Okay, over here we have to make sure it have this, they both have the same info. So if I ping the host information, we should be careful. Let me see. Okay, so it stay the same. Okay, but I will use the IP address of the other way. That won't be an issue. It stay the same thing. So let me go to listener. Let me go to network listener file admin. Okay, so I listener. The color is very tricky. So excuse me, I'll have to change the color, the background color, to make sure it's visible. Okay, very quick. Change the background color. I'll make it black. And I'll make the default is to be a bit brighter. Okay, I'll apply. Okay, so I guess this is better. So yeah, I still have the same listener list. I got the same listener underscore C. And okay, yeah, I will put the same information. I'll have to put the information of my primary and my standby database. Okay. So I will close this. Okay, so this will carry the information of my primary database, which is probably, and here is probably excuse me guys, and here is probably underscore sty. Okay, and here is the same. Okay, so make sure everything look good, make sure this is close, make sure, and we have to go to our TNS name and make sure they have the same information. Make sure our TNS name carries the information of our source and of our target. Okay. Okay, so I'll use this one for my target. This will be my target. This will be prod. Excuse me, yeah, prod. This will be my target. This will be prod as well. And make sure the target have the information about the host. The host is I will use the IP address of my host. I hope I prefer to use the IP address. So yeah, we'll have to carry the information of my standby database, and it's going to have my information. So I prefer to use the IP address again. and okay, this, this. I will use IP address. Okay. Oh, oh no. I'm sorry, guys. I wanted to copy the piece and paste it. It's just laziness. Okay. Okay. Save it. Okay. So, like we did, I will stop the local listener. Okay. I was incorrect. So LSN. I was stop it, and let's start our static listener. Our static listener is listener list listener underscore C. Okay. Okay, so that's it. So this is our primary database and this is our standby database. Okay, one exercise. I want to TNS pink. Okay, it should be lowercase TNS pink. I want to pink our primary database. Okay, so I've been able to pink it and we can see the host information. Take note of this. So it means I can TNS pink our primary database, right? And let me see if we can pink our standby database as well. Of course, we should be able to. Okay. So, okay, I want to TNS pink. Okay, so of course, we're able to TNS pink it. Our primary database, our standby database have our standby IP address and they look good. I'll go to this other server and do the same. I'll TNS pink. I'll ping my primary database first, which is closer. So you see 0 milliseconds, right? Which means it's much faster, right? Because it didn't travel across the network. Okay, so this one is good. So hello guys, so I've been able to configure my listener. Okay, the next thing I want us to test if the configuration is good. So I will be on my standby server and I want to connect to this database, to our primary database to make sure it's good, right? To make sure the listener listens. So I will use Arman target sys. So the password of this sys of our primary database is sys and the database. So let's see if I'll be able to connect. Okay, so it's doing some checks. Okay, so hey guys, as you can see, I've been able to connect on my primary database while I'm in my standby server. Isn't that cool? It's cool. So it shows our configuration of our listener was good. It was really good. Okay, so the next thing is I've created a P file. I want to create some directories, right? I want to create some directories where while we're doing our active base duplication, everything is gonna be good, So first thing, I want to create our SP file, our P file. Okay, so I will go back. So I will go to DBS, our DBS location, our list. So I want to create a P file for our standby database. So we're able to send across our parameter file, our network. Excuse me. We're able to send our password file. So I want to create a P file, a SP file. So I'll use just two parameters to create it, to make it happen. So I will init the name of our that so basically this will be the name. This is of course the name of our standby database. So I will vi it and I'll put just two parameters. I'll put just a DB underscore unique underscore name. So the unique name of this database is Prodi. You guys should take note. And the DB name of this database is so the DB name of our standby database is Prodi underscore STY. Okay, so that will be Prodi. That's the DB name, Prodi underscore STY. So I'll put the other one in caps in order not to have an error. Okay, to avoid the error, I'll put it in caps. So I will just use these two parameters to put it on normal mode since I'm just doing my activate duplication. Okay, so I'll create, remember in our on this parameter, we said all our TV file will be in here. So I want us to make sure that does of course exist. So we'll go to our data. We'll make sure we create mkdir minus pv. Okay, I'll create that one. Okay, that won't be necessary. I'll create it. So that's it. Okay. Let's go to our data. Let's go to FRA. So we'll go to FRA. So I want us to make sure we create the same location. Okay, the next thing is I want us to go to our ADOM directory, ADOM location. It should be this. Our data user one. It will be app. Cool. Okay, admin. Okay. So right here we're gonna create our standby directory and we're gonna cd our standby directory and we'll create our ADOM directory there. Okay, so we're gonna create our ADOM directory, right? So I think that will be it for now. Okay, so the next thing is I want us to put our database on normal mode, right? Let's put it on normal mode before we start our active base duplication right away. It's later too late. Okay, so guys, let's get it started. Okay, let me clear my screen. Let me put it on normal mode. So I will go to the location, go to my Oracle home, go to the DBS location. I will make sure I have it. So okay, the last thing but not the least, I will edit my avatar file, right? My avatar file, etc slash avatar. I will make sure I have it, right? So it was the underscore sty. Okay, so let me make sure it's saved. Okay, that's it. Okay, let us get into business. Okay. So I want to put the database on normal mode actually. So if I aura env, I'm gonna call on the body underscore sty. Okay, you see, I want to get into it sql plus slash /sysdba. Okay, so that's it. Okay, I want to start it up on normal mode before I start the duplication. Okay, so let us start up p5. So start up p5. So we see we're gonna use this one, the question mark. So the question mark stands for Oracle Home. In case you guys don't know, we go to DBS location, then we put the file name, the P file name, we'll close it, and we see we have to start it on normal mode, right? Okay, so that's it. Okay, so it seems I have a problem. So it shows that so I already exceed 8 character. Okay, so database name besides the limit of the 8 characters. So let's count it. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so it's because of this. Oh, that will be it's okay. It's all good. Okay, so very quick. I don't think that should be an issue. Okay, okay. Let's fix this real quick, okay? So it shows we picked the wrong name, guys. I'm sorry, we picked the wrong name. Okay. So I'm just gonna close this. Okay. I'm gonna go everywhere and close it as well. Okay, very quick. So I will rename this this to the closed version. Okay. So I'll go to FRA and I'll do the same. Okay, so I'll go to the ADAM directory. Okay, I'll just close it. I'll have to go to listener. Okay, so I'll have to go to our listener file and close it on a TNS file, both on the source and the target. Guys, I'm sorry about that. That was my bad. So we go to network, cd admin, lists, okay, vi, okay, okay, so one of vi is 5. So just this one. And just this one. Okay, so let's also edit our TNS file. Okay, so want to also edit our tab, our tab, our etc slash our tab. Save it. Okay. Right here we're just gonna edit our listener and our P file basically. So we just close it. Okay guys, I don't want to make any changes, complicated changes. Okay. So TMS file as well. Okay, so the last but not the least, we're gonna do with the P file. Okay, so okay, let me list it. Okay, let me go to DBS file. So these are P file. We hide this file and make sure we close every trace. Yeah. Guys, make sure you have everything because okay, let me make sure I have everything. Okay, I think we have everything. I think we do. So I'm gonna connect. I'm gonna shut down my bot. Okay, I'm gonna shut down my bot. I'm gonna create a file from SV file. I'm gonna start up. So I'm gonna reload the listener, right? Let me reload the listener. LNS RCTL reload listener underscore C. So let me see the status. Okay, let me reload. Okay, so let me get into the database now. .sty. Okay, let's make sure. So I don't know why it takes a lot of time. Okay, I think I'll just have to duplicate that session. And I'll close it. Okay, so okay. So let me go to the listener.file, the listener file. Okay. Go to the listener file slash network. CD admin. I just want to make sure I have everything right. So I want to cut, excuse me, cut the listener file. Okay. Okay, so I thought as much. I made a mistake. I thought as much. I figured I did. Okay, so let me show you guys a mistake I did. So this right here have to be prodi. It has to be prodi. It has to be prodi. Okay, so that's how it ought to be. And we're gonna reload the listener. Okay, so let me connect to the database. But okay, let me make sure everything looks fine. Okay, so let me create. Let me create p5 from p5. Okay, so I want to connect to the database real quick. Startup p5. Okay, so one more thing left, guys. I have to rename my P file, right? I didn't rename my P file, so I have to rename my P file. Yes. So I have to rename my P file, my password file, guys. I'm sorry. Okay. Oh. Okay. 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 So let's go now. Okay. So let me start up P file. This. This. Amount. Okay. So I'm sorry about that, guys. I took a very long name. It was more than 8 characters. It shouldn't be more than 8. So I've put it on archive log mode. Excuse me, I put it on normal mode. So let me TNS ping TN TN TNS my body. Let me TNS ping body STY. Okay, so I want to connect both of my standby and my primary database. So I will first of all connect to my primary database. I'm on target. So our target here, I want to connect to my primary, which is body. Okay. So it takes a lot of time courses. Okay. So I will have this to be my primary database, and I will have this auxiliary. Okay, auxiliary. This is says, and I will have the body SDY to be my auxiliary database, guys. Okay. Okay. So I think that wasn't a good one. I think we have to edit our P file again. Really. Okay. So the DB unique name, of course, is prod SDY. Prod SDY, and the DB name is prod, guys. Still my mistake. See? Okay. Okay. Okay, so I have to make sure I connect to my primary database, which is I have to make sure I connect again. Okay. Let's give I have to show about let me make sure I connect again though. Okay. Okay. So okay, so this have to be prody and this should have to pretty. And of course, it's in normal mode for a purpose. So right away, I want us to do our active base duplication. So let's go to our script. I want to edit my script. So yeah, have to be pretty. Basically put it pretty. Yep, pretty. And the last one, but not the least, yeah, is pretty without the. Yeah, we have to be pretty. Right. So you have to be pretty. Okay. Let's see. I want to release, allocate this channel, 4 channels, allocate the auxiliary standby to disk, type disk. So I want to duplicate target database for standby active from the primary active SP file, and set this. Okay, set this. These are the unique name. Okay, file name convert, log file name convert. Control file will be this. Okay, processes. Okay, this will have to be body, auto, this. Okay, it looks good. So I will run it real quick. Okay. So guys, that's our active base application basically. And it's moving so far so good. So far it's been going good. Hey, come on, come on, come on. Okay, guys, I think we're done with the application. The application, excuse me. So right away, I'm gonna connect, and that took a while though. Okay, it would not have been fun if we didn't run into few mistakes and troubleshooting. Trust me, it would not have been fun. Okay, so straight away I want to select. Okay, I want to select the database underscore room from feed database. Okay, so we see this is physical standby. So that's our standby. And let's see this rule. So these are primary. Okay, quick one. I wanted to select db underscore unique name. Okay, open root. Okay, from root. Okay, and db rule from Fedora database. Okay. So we see the TP unique name, we see the open mode, and we see the rule. Okay, I want us to do the same over here. Okay, so of course we should know by now that every time, at all points in time, our database should be in manual mode. Our standby database should be in manual mode, right? So rightfully it is in manual mode. Okay, lastly but not the least, I want us to check if they are in sync. Okay, so I'll come here and say archive. Okay, log list. So the latest log sequence here was 53. Okay, let me archive log list. Okay, so here I'm not gonna see it. I wanna describe. Okay, I wanna describe the manage underscore standby. Okay, so I want to select this, select status, select current process, and I select sequence. Oh no, the sequence, excuse me, sequence number, sequence from this Pedro manage standby. Okay, so guys, as we can see, our MRP has not been enabled, right? So of course, our manage recovery process is not applying the processes, the video logs or the archive logs. Okay, I want us to enable it very quick and we do our thing. Okay, so yeah, so let's order system. Let's enable very quick. Let's order system. Okay, let's recover manage in past tense, manage standby database, standby database, using current log file, current log file, then this disconnect. Okay, so I want to copy this because I'll be using it more frequently. Okay, and I also want to copy this and save it. Okay, so I should have known. Okay, so alter database, excuse me, or system. Alter database. Recover, manage standby database using current log file disconnect. Okay, so let me update this one database. Okay, let's check our processes again very quick to see if they're in sync. Okay, so here we have 52. Okay, here we have 53. Okay, let's alter system switch log file. Of course, a checkpoint again. Okay, archive. So we're gonna see archive. Oh, so it still works. Okay. Okay. So archive. Paste. Okay, we have 63. Okay, here we're gonna shut down our database. Show immediate. I'm gonna start up mount. Then we enable the process again, and they'll be in sync. Yep. Okay, let's start up mount. Okay. So first of all, let's make sure we check the process. Okay, so like I anticipated. Okay, so let's enable it. So because of network, it's not doing real-time apply for some reason, I don't know. So let's check it up again. Okay. Okay, so apparently it's not writing. So the LNS, let's take note. These are a log process. It's not writing. It's not writing. Okay, let's see why. Okay, so let's make sure our listener is up. It's a minor issue though, so let's stop our listener. Start it. Okay. So let's check what we want in here. Okay, so I see the reason why. Okay, I see the reason why. Really, sorry guys. We ought to have 830s and ought to have 830s. Okay, so let us create sp5 from p5, sp5 from, okay, so create sp5 from p5 after, okay, okay, so let us start up. Oh, wow, of mercy. Really, this is amazing. What's happening? Oh, Okay, so as you can see, the logs are already applying. So you see the status now, log applying. So it's now log 64. Unfortunately, this other database is kind of acting up, but it's all good though. Okay. So let me see if I can connect with this database, with this session. Okay, let's archive log list. Okay, so now it's 65. We need to see 65. Yeah, okay. So evidently it's in archive log mode. Okay, so let's minimize this. Let's minimize this. Okay, so let's switch some logs and see if they're gonna apply. Then we're gonna close the session. That was a long session though. Okay, so archive session alter system switch log file. Okay, so we're gonna see how they're applying. Take note, it's now on. Now it's 66. Just watch. Okay, you see 68. You see okay, it's still 68. You see 69. Okay, you see 70. Okay, it's still 70. 72. Okay, it's still 72. 73. 73. Okay, let's see here if it's 73. So archive list. Okay, so 73. Okay, thank you guys. That was a long session, and I was pleased. Really, thank you.